We're back with part 2 talking more about tomatina. I'll try to keep this video as simple and short as possible so that it explains basically what you need to carry, what you need to be careful about before visiting tomatina, and the first thing to begin with, what to wear. Wear whatever you want, but just make sure it's old. It's not something that's very dear and near to you, because that is going to get spoiled. So I wore a jeans shorts and the pocket had tomato seeds until 2-3 washes. So that's how bad your clothes are going to go. So wear something that's light, that's old, so that you don't really feel bad about throwing it later, or even if you wash it, it's okay to be a little torn off. And shoes, wear covered shoes, but wear old shoes. Do not wear flip-flops, because there's flowing tomato pulp and your flip-flops, because I saw at least 20 pairs of flip-flops and chappals just roaming around broken. So I wore my old Converse and then I threw it after the festival because it was completely gone. But I would suggest wear covered shoes and something very old that you can throw later or you can wash. Do not wear a white shoes, because that's not gonna be white anymore. So what to wear is old clothes and old shoes. Next, the most important thing, if you're carrying your phone or your camera, just make sure you have a waterproof cover. This is very important, because no matter how much you think you're going to hide from the crowd or you think you can keep your phone safe, no, your phone is not going to be safe. So always carry a waterproof cover. I think you get it on Amazon. You get it in the venue as well, but because there are so many people, there are chances it might get sold out. So always go well prepared with a waterproof phone cover, and if you're having a camera, then your waterproof camera. Drones are again not allowed. Please do not carry a drone, because you can't take a side bag inside and then you will have to keep it in the locker, and then the lockers are not something that has a key or something, it's just open. So for your own safety, I would say do not carry drones. The third thing is sunglasses. So when I talk about clothes, it's very hot in Spain, and Valencia, Bunol especially, it gets really hot. Water is falling on you, tomatoes are falling on you. It will get a little cool, but it's not going to be cold. It is very humid and warm. So wear light clothes and also carry sunglasses. But if you're carrying sunglasses and if it's a very costly Gucci Prada sunglass, just be prepared if it breaks, because there was one person next to me who said that I just got my new Gucci glasses, and then the next minute, I'm not even exaggerating, the very next minute someone's hand hit his sunglasses and it broke. So if you're carrying sunglasses, carry old ones, or maybe just leave it, because when you're on the foot fight street, there's not a lot of sunlight, to be honest, because there are a lot of buildings, and all these buildings have covered themselves. People cover their houses with plastic mostly because they don't want their houses to be attacked by tomatoes. So I did not really see a lot of sun hitting me or something, because one, people are throwing water on you, two, the trucks are going every now and then, or maybe you can just find shade. But then if you're carrying sunglasses, make sure it's old one, not really branded ones, unless you really want to sacrifice or you're very courageous to go with a delicate, fashionable, luxury branded sunglass. My next point is to carry only what's needed. You can't, like I said, all your bags have to be stored at the locker. The only thing you can carry to the entry of this food fight street is your phone or your camera, not your water bottle. No side bags as well. There are people standing there, and this place is very far from the lockers. So in case they don't allow you, either have to throw it there, which there's no guarantee that you're going to get back, or you have to go and keep it in your locker, which is again a little risky, because if you're towards 11 a.m. then you won't be allowed, maybe you won't be allowed to get back in, because you'll walk further away to keep your stuff and come back. So if you're carrying a bag, you have to keep it in locker. So just be careful. Do not carry extreme valuables. I think I've repeated this point multiple times. The next point is that you just have 1 hour for this entire entire tomato throwing festival thing. So it's 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. There's another firework that goes off. That's officially the end of the festival. So that's when the trucks stop, and then they start asking people to move. So you just have 1 hour to make full use of that 1 hour. You start, because when I started I thought this is just so much, just 2-3 tomatoes falling, because in the beginning you just see people throwing tomatoes and you're like, you can escape from this, it's not going to be there. And then the first truck goes, and the truck, people inside the truck are basically volunteers, and they are picking tomatoes like this and they're throwing it on you. They don't see who you are, they don't see where you are, they don't see if you're breathing or no. It's a fun festival. They're just throwing, splashing tomatoes on you. I thought, okay, truck 1 is gone. I just have so much of my t-shirt damaged. This is not that bad. How bad can it get? And then truck 2 came, and then truck 3 came, and by truck 3, the next thing I know, head to toe, I just have tomato pulp on me. And then because I was short and there was a group of Indian uncles, they were really sweet, and then they just told Deepak and me to join them, and they're like, you guys can just stay with us because it was getting very crowded and very noisy. So then it was fun, and then they thought that I'm really short, so they sent me front. And the minute I went front, I don't know, from 4 directions there were tomato pulp on me, and then the volunteer is also throwing it on me. But it was fun. I think I have video where there's just tomato pulps flowing, and then we're just splashing it over anybody and everybody. So you have 1 hour to do this, and then just make use of that entire 1 hour. The next point is the most important point. Because you cannot carry water inside, just make sure you're super hydrated, because it is crowded. There are chances you can get nauseous. There are chances you'll feel claustrophobic because there are so many people, and then it's also humid, so you're sweating. There are people throwing water here and there, and the people staying downstairs don't usually open the door because for obvious reasons. And then you can't really go ask for water anywhere because nobody has bottles, because you throw it when you're entering. So just make sure you're hydrated and you are healthy before you go. And yeah, that's one important thing. The last one I would say is to show up early, because Valencia is one of the most popular spots to board a bus, so it also gets very crowded, and the buses are not that the minute you arrive at the point it's ready for you. It's like a battle to get in first. So if you go late, there are chances you might miss the festival, or you might miss keeping your luggage, storing your luggage and all of that. So just get early so that you have some time in your hand to look around for things, to make sure you have things placed, your luggage is stored, you have some water to grab, and then you have your tickets collected, and then you enter. And then maybe you can also, if you go like really early, you can also go towards the pole thing. I think that starts at 9 is when you can enter the street, if I'm not wrong. I think it's 9 or 8, something there, but by 9 you can start entering. So just go early so that you don't miss out the fun. And the last thing, have fun. This is going to be one of those very unique experiences in your life. It was fun. It is really fun. Just make sure you book your tickets well in advance. Not that, yeah, I did see Barcelona tickets get sold out like a month in advance. So there is a date fixed that it's always the last Wednesday of August every year. So just maybe book your tickets by May, June, just to be safe. And just make sure you plan your day wisely. You either pick a bus route with your ticket, or if you're going by your own public transport, just see where the parking is. If you are planning to travel by train, just see how it goes. And I think the train is also going to be very crowded, so maybe start really early. But overall, have fun. It's a great experience. It's going to be mad chaotic but equally fun, and hope you have a great experience. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Happy to help you. And if you like this video, you know what to do. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.